Hey there. Sorry I'm late. Little bit of traffic. Wow. The diet plan's been working, I see. Yeah. Yep. That's how it is. That's how it happens. It takes, 3 or 4 weeks to see the whole kind of effect of it. But I'm looking at you right now and I can definitely say it's working. Yeah. Yep. Look, that happens. That happens with keto. You will potentially get some outbreaks on your face, maybe arms. It's the fat content. You're having 60, 70% fat in your diet. So that's what yeah, that's what happens. But once your body starts burning down just fat instead of carbs, that's when you start looking the way that you're looking. I'm glad you're happy. I'm happy as well. I'm happy that it's working. Um, so 3 or 4 weeks in, and how you feeling though? Yep. Yeah. That's completely normal. What we're going to do today, actually, is we're going to kind of cycle back. We're going to look at where you were and how far you've come, so we can kind of pinpoint where those little inconsistencies are. But if you've been holding consistent with your diet, which you have been, where what we're going to do is continue that kind of line of dieting, I guess. You don't want to be on keto for too long, but 3 to 4 weeks, just how you've done it, on, off, on, off, we're doing that pattern, that's going to do you just fine. Yeah. And yes, we will get to all of that. It's going to be we're going to have a good time. We'll get a plan working for you, and then we'll revisit the working out portion. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna sit down like I am right now, and make yourself comfortable, because we're going to be here for just a little while. And what we're going to do is we're going to write down what you've done so far. Yeah, that's all we're doing. We're not. We'll see. We'll make some changes to some of your workouts, but just right now, we're gonna write it down. Yeah, I need to know exactly what you've been doing, because I think it was 3 or 4 weeks when you started the diet, but we started the workouts a couple months ago. So it makes sense that you changed some of the beginner ones with some of the more advanced, and we haven't. Obviously, we're in the office today, and we're not going to be in the gym together for a while, because you're doing so well, and you don't need me to be there with you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you've gotten this far, and we're gonna push you along. It's gonna be a great 2021. Yep. Perfect. So, do you mind me asking you a few questions? Mm-hmm. Awesome. 1 second. Let me just get some of the basic stuff out of here. Yep. Yep. I'm just pulling up your file. It'll be like 2 minutes. Right. Okay. I think we've got it. So, with keto, we're looking at 60 to 70. Some people go a bit above. I'm wondering, have you been keeping with the diet that we specified, with all the different types of food groups? So your nuts and your like good fat kind of foods, or have you been kind of substituting? Which is fine. Both of those are fine. So don't even worry about that. But Okay. Oh, okay. Well, no, those yogurts are great. I thought you were lactose. Oh, okay. Might have got that part wrong, but no, that's really awesome. That's good. That's good stuff. And oh, okay. Yep. Mhm. Oh, okay. I gotta write that down. Hold on. So you would do it for 3 or 4 days, but then you would back. It's okay, yeah, 100%. Look, cheat days are the bedrock of a good diet. If you don't have any cheat days, I mean, I can't do no cheat days. I have to do cheat days. So I'm with you. I'm with you there. It's just when every day is a cheat day. That's when the problem happens, right? Yeah, we will be. We will eventually go back to the gym, but at the moment, you don't need me there. You haven't gotten to that stage where we're going to kind of make a leap into more strength-based training. But right now, you're doing completely fine on your own, and we're just going to update some of these workout plans, and then we'll get there, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll also get you to download this meal planner, and what we can do is actually, you have your 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 even meals a week that are kind of similar. So you're not really having a different breakfast every day, or your lunch actually might not be crazy different. What you had on Tuesday, you'll probably likely have again in the next week. So once we get all those meals together and just in a list format, it'll be easier for you to just be like that one. Yep, I had that one, and then you're good to go, right? It's quite easy to just continue doing what you're doing. Yeah, I'm glad you're on the same page because I like things being easy, and when the meal plan is easy, everything else falls into line. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's perfect. And did you start recording your fat loss? Yep, perfect. Can you please give me week 1 if you have? Yeah, I see you've got like a little notebook there. That's awesome. Tracking's awesome. I just need a copy. Yes, I need a copy. Yeah, I want to know the exact numbers. No, don't even. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Monday. Keep going. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, that's it's normal. There's water weight. There's just general food intake. You go to the toilet, you pee for a long time. That's gonna affect your weight, believe it or not. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So week 1, you came, you just lost quite a bit, but then week 2, it kind of tapered off a bit. That's also, we see that all the time, and that's just normal, healthy. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you start getting just better and better, and you will kind of taper off and stagnate, but that's not really stagnating. That's just how it happens. Your first week is always going to be the best week. Your first or second week. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And you should be proud of it, for sure. And can you please give me week 2, if that's okay? Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. And that's very normal. That's completely normal. The days that you did gain, it's not necessarily because of a cheat day or because you had more or any of that. It just happens that way. Yeah. So glad we've established that is completely normal and you're doing perfectly. This is all we could have hoped for. So that's awesome. Now the next step is to kind of work out the kinks in that diet, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you off of keto now. Yeah, okay, so why do that when it's working? So when you're on it for too long, you're actually not getting all of the food groups that you might need. Like we said, we're doing it, 2 or 3 days, and then we're coming off. Your body goes into ketosis, meaning it starts breaking down the fat, and then we jump off and we eat more carbs, so your body has a quicker, easier source of energy. What we're going to do is we're still going to restrict calories, and that will still help you burn the fat. But we're going to want to eat kind of more nutritionally dense foods, and we're looking for overall health, not just physique. Yeah, the physique is definitely a great part of it, but it's just one part of it, and we need to kind of approach this from a holistic point of view, not just the beach bod. Indeed, the beach bod is a great plus, but you do get what I mean, right? Yeah, perfect. Perfect. That's what we're doing. So, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust your macros. So it's not going to be 60-70% fat and then the rest protein, like 5% carbs. We're not doing that anymore, right? So what we're going to do is before we adjust your workout plan, we're going to adjust the macros to suit that workout plan. And we'll get to the workout plan soon. But right now, let's adjust your macros, right? So we're not doing 60-70% fat anymore. What we're doing is we're doing a hard protein diet. We're doing 50% protein for your daily intake. We're going to do 30% carbs, and we're going to do 20% fat. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, you've been looking it up. You know what that means. That's right. Your workout, we're going to be primarily focusing on strength. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. Strength. I told you to be patient, and you said you would be, and all this patience is now paying off right now. Yes, we're getting into the strength training. We're going to get you lean, and we're going to get you big lean, not little lean. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Uh-huh. Perfect. You're excited. I'm excited. We're going to do this, and it's going to be glorious. Yes. Okay. So 50% protein. Where are you going to get these proteins from? I know you have some dietary restrictions, but you can get good lean protein from steak, from chicken, just seasoned, nothing like not crazy marinated stuff, because that's just it's adding a bit more fat than we want. Turkey's very lean, so there's that as well. Salmon's lean. We can work with those. Predominantly meat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There are other options as well. We don't have to necessarily go that route. You have your lentils, you have your legumes. I call them legumes. All right. You've got those, right? And then you've got your protein powder that is not necessarily whey or lactose, milk, dairy based, right? You've got your pea protein. You've got other plant-based options as well. But if you're going for the plant-based options, we're going to need a nutritional, what's the word that I'm looking for? We're going to need to balance that nutritionally so you get all of your amino acids and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we can incorporate all of that. Absolutely. Yeah, we can do it. And you can get to 50% protein intake easily. Have you changed? Has your weight changed in the last couple days? Because I realized that you didn't record the last couple. Yep, it has. Perfect. Okay, cool. Can you give me your current weight? Actually, we can just weigh you in a second. No, yeah, you've got it. Sweet. Yep. Wow. Awesome. So you've even lost a couple kilos on the way here, and you haven't even bothered to mention it. Amazing. So, perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to jump on here, and we've already adjusted your macro, so we know what we're doing now. I'm going to write down some of the foods that we might incorporate, okay? And don't worry, these foods are going to be a lot of ones that you can make delicious meals out of. And we don't need to, this is not a, you're not going to wake up hating yourself every day, okay? So don't worry, we've got all of that covered. And all we have to do is just track some of them, and so you can see which ones you like, which ones you don't. Yeah, perfect. I'll ask you some questions, and just give me the answers when they come up, right? So the meat groups: chicken, beef, like fish, and kind of all of that. Just your general meats. Any restrictions there? Keep going. Yep. So is that yeah, perfect. And is that all animal products, or okay, just those ones? And the lactose thing? Yeah. Okay. So we've got that. That should actually be enough for your protein intake. But the way that we want to do it is, I'm going to give you a bit of a formula, and then you will be able to kind of eat that many grams per body weight. And yes, absolutely, that's exactly what you do. As you adjust, as your body as you lose fat, adjust the protein intake for for your weight. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So you go from 80 to 70, adjust it accordingly. Yes, you can. You can call me whenever and let me know, and I'll give you the answers straight away. Perfect. Awesome. So we're going to go into some of the vegetables. All right. So I know you had a problem with that one. Yes, and that's fine, because they're all fiber based, and that's going to really help actually as well. Yeah. So your net carbs are the carbs that you have during the day minus the carbs that are just pure fiber. That's right. So fiber doesn't count towards the 20%, sorry, the 30% carbs that you're going to have. No, it doesn't, which is perfect, right? Because you can feel quite full, but you haven't contributed carbohydrates that's going to kind of mess with your weight. Yeah, exactly. So what is your typical breakfast like these days? Yep. Oh yeah. Yes. Perfect. So what I would do is keep that breakfast pretty much the same, because you still have 20% fat that you kind of do want to have, and having those things will kind of help throughout the day, and having it for breakfast is the perfect kind of slot, at least in my day. And I feel like if you've been doing it, since we've started, then it's probably going to be the perfect slot in your day as well. Exactly. Perfect. So we'll keep the breakfast the same, especially if it's similar kind of in every day. All right. So that'll bring you up to about kind of 10% of your daily protein intake, 10, 15, depending. Maybe increase the eggs. Yeah. Awesome. And that's kind of the same. Sweet. Do you want to tell me a little bit about the lunches that you've been having? Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the fat in those lunches that you've been having. We can actually, and don't worry, you won't starve. All we have to do, we'll up the rice in some of those, yeah. And even with the bread, if we go whole grain, we'll up that as well, but we'll decrease some of the fattier ones. Does that sound good? Yeah, yeah, perfect. And I'm just typing in the raw ingredients over here. You know, you can do a lot with that in terms of making food. Obviously, you're not just having rice on its own or cheese on its own. Cool. That's good. And with your lunch as well. I know it's sometimes, you know, you want to go out and get some food, and that's all good. Just, you know, pay attention to what's in it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, some days you might have a little bit more carbs than you're meant to, and some days you might not get enough protein. Don't worry about that. You know, if you don't get it, you don't get it. That's okay. Just always aim to get the correct amount. Yeah. And it's as simple as that. That's right. Exactly. I'll send you through this list once we have done it. I'll also send you through my list, so you can kind of pick and choose out of there. It's not always perfect, but it doesn't always have to be perfect. And I know that you know that because you've been doing a fantastic job for the last month, and especially maybe since the last 2-3 months, actually. Since you've started working out, we're doing a perfect job, and I'm proud of you. I am. That's right. Yep, 100%. And we'll get to the rest of this. Okay. So you must be excited to get back onto the carbs, though, right? Exactly. You're going from like no carbs to 30% of your diet's going to be that now. Yeah. Exactly. Make sure they're kind of in as raw as possible form. And by raw, I don't mean eat raw rice. Don't do that at all. That's a bad idea. All I mean is don't go for the processed stuff. Yeah, probably bread is delicious. It's not as good as rice, and it is processed to a degree because how do you make bread, right? But you know, beyond that, going past your more complex ones, then that's gonna kind of it's gonna be heavier, right? I would stay away from the pasta, for instance. Yeah, of course, once in a while, 100%. I'm covering it in cheese as well. That's happening. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This guy cheats. I cheat for sure. It's all about getting the regular days to be regular and making sure your definition of regular is aligned with your goals. That's all it is. And then irregularly, you know, once a week maybe, you can go nuts. Not crazy nuts, but nuts enough. That's right. And we will get to that workout plan. That's for sure. But I'm just going to finish up here. So, for dinner, what time are you having it, and what are you having these days? I saw some of them, but I don't know everything, and I don't need to know everything. But I just wanna know the regular. What you said before. Okay, so right. So if it's what you said before, then we need to reduce some of the fat from there as well. And don't worry, because what we can do is just add some kind of more starchy vegetables. So like I'm talking about the potatoes and all of that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, you can bring back the potatoes. That's for sure. Yep. So I'm talking lean meats, potatoes. Yep. Those options available as well if you don't want to go the meat route every night. Absolutely. Yep. And then you want to cut out the rest of that fat as well, because we're already kind of having it in the morning. We don't want to have it. We don't want to double up. You'll probably hit your macros in the morning and during the day, and then at night it'll be kind of good not to go to bed afterwards as well with like freshly eaten fat. Yeah. No, that's perfect. That's exactly what we're going for. Give me a sec. And what time have you been working out lately? Just during your regular day? Mm-hmm. Yep. What about the weekends? Have you been working out on the weekends? Yeah, cool. Don't overwork yourself. You need rest as well. That's a key part of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how we're doing it. Perfect. You see, if we do that, then what happens is that you reduce the amount of energy that you have, and you really do need to incorporate that into your regular week. Otherwise, there might be problems later on. Yeah, well, the type of problems that you can get kind of range from anywhere near kind of putting yourself out of commission for a week versus kind of falling down the... it's a slippery slope when we do that, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yep, you get it. Of course you get it. You're doing such a good job. And that would be your breakfast, lunch and dinner. That's 3 meals. And for your snack, do you snack at all? Pre-gym, post-gym? Yeah. See, that might have affected your, depending on how big it was, it might have affected your macros, the ones that we talked about before, when you were on the keto, because as of today you're not on keto anymore, right? That might have affected it. Oh, okay, that was just once in a while. Oh, cool. Well, with this one, since we haven't exactly hit all of your macros with your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that snack during the day, it can be a protein bar. There are a few different kinds that are actually good versus the ones that have just too much sugar in it. In regards to sugar, yeah, you do want to decrease that, yeah. Police going by. It's just that with the sugar, when you're having a bit too much of it, it's giving you that false sense of energy, and especially if you don't use it straight away, that's going to go fat. Yeah, it's going to go straight to fat. So with those protein bars, we want to get the ones with the least amount of sugar. And it's okay if they're a bit more fatty, because usually all of that fat is natural, because usually they put in a lot of nuts in there, almonds, peanuts, and that's the kind of fat that we want anyway. So by the time, you're probably not going to be snacking at night. Throughout the day, if you don't hit your macros in terms of fat throughout, breakfast and lunch, you can have that protein bar, and the protein bar is going to be perfect because it'll add those extra, it'll add to the protein count. That's number one, but it'll also kind of push you over the edge on that fat count too, which is also a part of it. We need that too. So yeah, it's completely fine, 100%. I personally like to have it just before I go to the gym because of the time that I go, but the time that you said, it would work as well, 100%. Yeah, even if you change it up a little bit, that's going to be completely fine. I'll send you, hold on, I'll just grab a list. It's just when you create a folder and it just disappears into the ether of other folders. Yeah. I don't know where I put it, but it's somewhere here. Okay, that one is that's not the right one. That one's for bulking. We are trying to render this off of you, so... and I'll just wrap that in with the information that I'm going to send you anyway. So you'll have that list too. So perfect. So now we've got your breakfast, lunch, dinner sorted and the snacks. And if you use that as a base and integrate other things as you need, put that cheat day in, whether that's a weekend or it's like a midweek break, that's completely fine. And that should be the diet portion done. So this one's specifically for you, and it's specifically for building muscle while we're continuing to kind of burn your fat. It is harder than just doing one and the other, but we've made so much progress right now that we want to keep you on that train so you can continue to burn that fat. But this time, we're going to build out some of that muscle. So this is going to be perfect. And we'll get to your workout routine now. So with your workout routine, what we're going to do is focus on strength. You've already got cardio down pat, and you're talking about, you've told me about how much energy that you've had lately. So you can do both, right? Yep. You're excited. Hey, I'm excited as well. So what we're going to do is the days that you're doing right now are perfect for your cardio. Can you switch the time so it's... Yeah, perfect. That's what we need to do. And look, if at any point it becomes too much, that's completely okay as well. We can cut down the time if you keep the diet consistent, the new one that we've made, and you keep even the cut down hours consistent afterwards. That's completely fine as well. So we'll trial this for, let's say, 2 weeks, or you can even call me at the end of 1 week and tell me how you're feeling. Yep, perfect. That's all. Yep. Yep. That's perfect. I'm loving this attitude, by the way. This is what we want. Cool. I'll come in with you. There will be some sessions that I will need to come in with you, and we can do that during the week. Is that okay? Yep. That day works for me. I'll add you to the calendar, and we'll do that for the first 2 weeks just to get some of these strength exercises happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with full body workouts, and they're going to be completely strength based, and we're going to do 3 days. Yep. And yeah, we can reduce that to 2 days depending on your energy levels and how you're feeling, but you'll do the exercise that we were doing prior, but I want you to do them for 2 days initially, and then see how you feel on that last day. And if you can't quite get there on the last day, that's okay as well. Yeah, I'll be in with you on the first day then. Yeah. I guess we're going to be gymming closer than what we thought. Yeah. Exactly. No, your numbers are looking great. So if we're going to go into strength training, we're going to go into some more advanced things, but we're still going to do full body workouts. That's right. Perfect. And then that will actually be great with your alternating time, with your cardio strength. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, that's going to work. It's going to work. Trust me on that. So on the first day, we'll do some of the exercises that you already know, but because I'm there, we'll take the opportunity, and I'll kind of teach you some things that we didn't do previously. They're a bit more advanced, but you'll get them straight away. Don't worry. We'll work your chest back, your legs, your abs, and then we'll work some accessories as well. We'll get the arms going. We'll get the shoulders going. No problem. It'll take about 2 hours, but that's because we're going to be looking at new things, and don't worry, it's not going to be high intensity. Perfect. Yeah, and it might take you those full 2 weeks to get used to some of the new ones, but in the end, it's going to be perfect. You're going to be able to do them all by yourself, and in fact, you'll probably be able to do them all by yourself in session 2. Yeah? yeah, I'll be back with you again on the second week, and I'll come onto the first one of the week, and then we'll see what your progress is in terms of form. But yeah, it's gonna work. Perfect. And again, I'll just get the days in here. We'll do a Monday full body strength. We'll do Tuesday cardio, and yeah, the morning cardio works as well. Sorry. Yeah, you can do afternoon. You can do the afternoon. It honestly, the timing isn't as important as just doing the work, putting in the work, right? So it doesn't have to be an hour on the dot. It doesn't have to be if you're rushing in the morning, you can absolutely do it in the evening. That's fine as well. And even in the morning, if you don't think you have the full amount of time, you can still absolutely go for a run and cut it short. If the point is to get started, and once you do get started, then all is good. That's right. You'll want to start doing it more often. I promise you that. Endorphins are real. Yeah. So we'll do Monday strength, Tuesday cardio, Wednesday strength, and that will be just you. Thursday cardio, and Friday or Saturday strength, depending on how you're feeling. If your energy levels are low on the Friday, because this is going to be quite new, then you can wait until the Saturday. But if you want your weekend and you just want to get it out of the way, you can do it on the Friday. I do find that doing it on Saturday morning after after I'd have that Friday, full Friday to myself, plus the sleep, I have much more energy, and it kind of leads to a better day. So if you want to do it on the Saturday, do it on the Saturday. It's completely fine. Absolutely. You might see me there on the Saturday. I might be training some other people, but you might see me there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do live there a little bit. But we'll stick with that. How's that? That sounds good? Perfect. And this is only for 2 weeks. We'll trial it for 2 weeks, and then we'll meet back up. Or you can tell me maybe on the second week when we meet up for the second time. It sounds good? Awesome. Okay, protein intake. You can continue to have the whey. I would, that's right. I would recommend the protein isolate, the whey isolate, instead of the concentrate, because the concentrated one has a bit more carbs in it. It's only a bit more. It doesn't really matter either or. It's going to be completely fine. But with the isolate, at least it's kind of going to be better with the diet that we've got for you right now. Yeah. And you have that. That's right, after. No, you don't have to do before and after. That's just, it can be overkill. You don't need to do that. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, you will see massive people in the gym doing the before and after thing, but it isn't necessary. That is not our goal. So, you do it after. Creatine. Look, you can have it if you like. It's a lot of people report that there's really no difference and they don't feel anything. But it could help. It isn't expensive, and yeah, it'll kick in about 20 minutes after you have it. Yeah, just with water. Perfect. Yeah, I would recommend coffee instead, actually, for so pre-workout's okay. You will perform better because it has caffeine and a bunch of other stuff with it. But I don't know, for me and for some other people, it can mess with your sleep. I'd rather, especially if you're doing it at the time you're doing it, if you have it in the morning, caffeine, it's good enough. A coffee, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit of an addict as well with the coffee. But yeah, coffee before. Do your workout. We can get a coffee together. We'll get a coffee together on the Monday. We'll go do the workout, and then you can have that protein on top. Yeah, and that's going to be perfect. You don't have to eat immediately afterwards, no. But that's kind of what we're doing. Yeah. Don't get too hung up on the details. It's all good. Just recording all of this. I'll get you I'll email this to you. Perfect. And yeah, and you did mention that knee thing. Yeah, okay. So you don't have to do running for your cardio. There's plenty of other things that you can do as well. Any aerobic exercise is going to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be high intensity. Yeah, it can. Endurance means a little bit longer, so you can cycle if you like. Running is good. You can get some knee support. Yeah, with just a band, it works. Maybe we can book you in for a physio, actually, if there are problems there. If you want to go to your local swimming pool and do some swimming, that's going to help as well. For cardio, skipping, that helps too. So it doesn't just have to be that one brand. In fact, if you mix it up a little bit, that's going to help as well. Yeah, that actually works too. Yeah, there's a million and one things. It doesn't have to be a workout. It can also be fun. You can sign up. Yeah, you can sign up for social football, anything that has running in it, anything that's making you sweat, anything that it isn't strength, but it's mostly moving around. Volleyball, yeah, all of that works. All of that works. So, yeah, if you have a social thing going on, you can skip the cardio. That's going to be your cardio. You can do both as well, yeah. You can do both. It's just remember managing energy levels and rest and all of that. That is a core important part of it. Yeah. Well, perfect. I think we've got it then. I think we've got your full plan. So we've got that diet plan, and we've got that workout plan. And I'm going to send you some of these details, supplements wise. All you probably need is protein. That pre-workout stuff, you can go there if you like, but I kind of like just the coffee. Creatine works as well. A protein bar, that's kind of well, I'll send you that list as well, and then I think we're good. Awesome. Well, I will see you Monday, and let's absolutely crush it. Yeah. 100%. See you later.